Yeah, watch them turn into prime Barcelona.
Oh, no.
I know the bridge. I know the atmosphere at the bridge ain't been that good for like the last couple of seasons. But this is where all the top boys, top girls, top mascots, top everyone needs to turn up and be on their game. Make it a cauldron. Make it dirty. Make it stinky.
Obviously our home record is just disgusting. So, in a weird way, I'm more inclined to think that we are going to pick something up at Chelsea than we will do against Everton.
You will.
You really think that?
Yeah, like the whole spiel I gave about you being our little brothers or whatever, staying there, that's true. And that kind of applies to the history of Spurs and Chelsea.
It's the history of the Tottenham.
The history of the Tottenham.
I love that song, man.
So
DJ, turn it up, man.
But this is a very different Chelsea side, and this is why I hate the FA Cup final being played before the final games of the season.
Yeah.
Because no matter what happens, win or lose, if we win, the come down is going to be huge. We've seen this Chelsea team down tools multiple times this season.
Yeah.
If we lose, those players, I'm telling you for a fact, especially ones going to World Cup, view that game against City as the end of the season.
Yeah.
They're not going to want to go into a full-blooded derby. I'm just telling you for a fact they're not. And so, no matter what happens, I think there's going to be a bit of a letdown for Chelsea. The fans might be up for it, but again, there's going to be protests in the 22nd minute. And so, it's going to be a weird atmosphere. And I think Spurs, who, let's not forget, are unbeaten in the last 4 in the league. They're in way better form than Chelsea.
True.
I think Spurs will go to Stamford Bridge to get something. I just genuinely do.
Unfortunately, it's a weird one because, in my life, every day of the week, Stamford Bridge, Chelsea are going to win that. But it's one where I actually do think Spurs will get a result. Now, a result has to be 3 points for Tottenham. But, yeah, I hope Chelsea do it. But it wouldn't surprise me if Spurs go and win.
What are you going to do? Sorry to add this on to Kweku quickly. What are you going to do, Conor Gallagher? Scores a brace. Wheels off towards the away end.
Yeah. He wouldn't celebrate like that.
I know he won't, but just imagine a situation in which...
His whole family's proper Chelsea.
Yeah, I know, but so is Declan Rice's family.
But imagine a situation...
He couldn't be wild celebrating.
I think somebody's going to be a hero. Somebody will be a hero.
They need to be a hero.
What would I do with Conor Gallagher? I can't do anything about it. We treated him like... I can't even say the words. We treated him terribly.
You did,
yeah.
Treated him terribly, so he's entitled to do whatever he wants.
Yeah.
He can go to Spurs because he owes us nothing. We treated him like a dog. So I do think, Abs, I think you get something. I think that, and also low key. Again, I've talked about Spurs and dismissed them fully. But if you stay up this season, the same way that I said any decent team without European football.
Yeah.
Next season with De Zerbi, Spurs they won't be down here again.
No, I agree.
Spurs will be challenging for European places.
Yeah.
You can see the signs in De Zerbi's football already, to be fair.
I totally agree with both of you on that, to be honest. It's just whether or not we stay up and
That's it.
can do that. But I have no issue. The whole reason of wanting to win the Europa League, I didn't care about Champions League. I always said that. It doesn't bother me about that. It was about ending the trophy drought. Obviously, it was different for United. United wanted the Champions League football that came with it more than the trophy. We had to do that. We had to get that kind of trophy drought broken. It's a weird one, the Chelsea game, because there's so much riding on it. But at the same time, we might only just need to get a point, ideally, if Newcastle can do
Can't
their
see
job.
West Ham beating Newcastle. I hope I'm wrong,
Newcastle
but
ain't been good. But I was disappointed on Monday night because I just didn't think we were going to storm lead or batter them or anything like that. I just thought that maybe we would be able to pick up a win at home, having the confidence. I know we didn't win against Brighton, but it was a much better performance. Obviously, 2 wins since that point as well. So I just was like, I thought that we would get the job done, and then it would be a little bit more chilled going into this. But as long as West Ham slip up, it's okay.
You were going a little bit viral over the weekend, obviously on
and Sam, can't forget Sam.
on one of our sister shows over whilst that game was happening at the London Stadium. You were desperate for that West Ham goal to be given by VAR. I personally don't understand the thought process that's going on. Are you that confident in your celebrations because you believe that you'll stay up? Did you want more?
Well,
of
I
a
did.
dogfight?
In all honesty, I was more confident.
You're a disgrace, man.
I think it's disgusting.
Come on, West Ham.
Yeah, you're a
How in a relegation
Her and
fight?
Sam
Am I a disgrace?
Okay, you're a disgrace.
I always said I wanted a draw.
Yeah,
before a ball was kicked.
Okay, but you're a disgrace because your hate of Arsenal has overridden your love of your own football club, and that's the sad state of football right now. You're the embodiment of modern football, an absolute disgrace. Hoping that your rivals lose more than your team.
Come on, West Ham.
Win. It's a disgrace. I would even go as far as to say, despite your crocodile tears on multiple shows, whether it's inside Spurs, or it's getting up and walking out of this gold studio. I think deep in your soul, you would rather see Arsenal not win the league than see Spurs stay up.
Of course I wouldn't.
I think so.
I want my cake and I want to eat it too.
Courtney, you've been very quiet this morning. I don't think
you know what? I'm just listening to you lot.
Yeah, I mean, we gave you the big one in the intro, and now we're getting on to sort of like the last quarter of the show where we can actually talk about the Premier League title race as it's really, really heating up and all of the disgraceful decisions that have happened both in England and north of the border with VAR over the last couple of days. When we were walking in this morning, I said to you, I've been like this with you the last couple of weeks, I said, are you not really getting anything from me anymore? I mean, I was convinced a couple of Monday nights ago when City dropped points to Everton that Arsenal were going to win the Premier League title. You felt you've gone a bit too early on your celebrations or not? Are you still holding it back for that little parade?
What celebrations have you seen? Where's the celebrations?
I've seen,
Job's
mate,
not done.
on game day, you're dropping at least 35 Instagram stories of...
What, because I can't be happy my team's won the game?
You can, but,
win, lose or draw, it's there.
I mean, I've not got a lot of...
Content creator.
Yeah, I know, but I've not got a lot to celebrate about, but mine will always just be...
Because you support Fulham, bro.
Story up, come on to the next one.
You always put win the dog up.
Not anymore, I don't.
Exactly.
Not anymore.
Slowly but surely, we're
You not see that picture of me the other day where I said they always had that dog in them? I did say
Shameless.
that. I did.
Shameless. But in relation to going too early with celebrations, I don't think anyone's celebrated. I know there's a lot of celebration, please, for Arsenal. FYI, guys, we are allowed to celebrate if we win a game. The job's not done. There's 2 games left. Burnley are a very difficult side, a side that's already relegated. They've got nothing to fear. South London, Crystal Palace away, that's very dangerous. We just got to put the left foot in front of the right, get these 6 points, and let the good Lord take us where we need to go, man.
You know that it's done, but you won't say it.
How do I know it's done?
Because you do.
Have we played 38 games?
Realistically.
Burnley are a very good side.
Let's be real.
They're a wounded animal.
It's all, for me, it finished when City drew at Everton and when West Ham didn't get a point.
Yeah.
That's it.
No. How many times have we said it's done? Like when Arsenal beat when Arsenal beat Everton and Dalman scores that goal, everyone says it's over. Arsenal won the league. But let's not forget the scene of the crime on the final day of the season is Selhurst Park. I remember Cristambul. I'm old enough to remember Cristambul. 13, 14 years ago.
10 years ago.
It's a young audience. But it's not done. I feel like Palace, despite the fact that people think they're going to rotate, when Glasner was manager of Frankfurt and they had Mainz in the I think they played the strongest team for the Europa League finals. So I don't think he's going to rotate ahead of this game.
It's their last game as well.
So you are worried or you're not?
How can I be worried? What shall be, shall be. Just win your 2 games.
Are you more worried about the Burnley game or are you more worried about Palace?
Or the whole situation?
They say in life or in the Premier League, every game's a cup final. Like, every game's difficult. Like, they're both equally of importance. Now, naturally, Crystal Palace are a better side than Burnley. We just got to win the games, man. We just got to win the games, have a party, give Crystal Palace their Eze money, and you're welcome to come to the parade.
I've
been invited by many people.
All of you are. Especially Kweku. He's cool.
To what?
The parade.
Oh, no,
half your team will be there. It's cool, man. It won't be Smith Rowe. The list goes on. It's all right, man. Sessegnon could even come as well, man.
If you went to parade, I wouldn't like to see, especially people who tune into talk.
I'm not safe to go to that parade.
Yeah, you're not safe. Yeah, you're not safe.
He is. He's a civilian. He's cool.
You two actually wouldn't be safe.
Abbie, I don't know.
I don't know.
I actually really think I would be safe.
We need to put you on one of them dunking machines where you throw the ball, man.
I spent a lot of time outside the Emirates over the last 3 or 4 seasons, and got pally with quite a few of them. And then I've taken this weird turn this year. I had no regrets for doing it. But I actually had to go to my senior members of staff and saying, if Arsenal win the Premier League title, I think it should be someone else that's an Arsenal fan doing my job. And plus, adding on to it, after the things that I said, I don't think I'm going to be very safe.
Bite, man. We don't
I ain't scared.
We're a gentleman's club, man. You're welcome. We'll get you a few pints, man.
Yeah, you don't go to Emirates.
I ain't scared.
But I have to go to work on the Monday.
She needs to be there. That City bottle guy needs to be there. That Liverpool one needs to be there. We're putting them all on the dunking machine.
Yeah, but your parade is until the following Monday or Sunday, and I'm at a wedding. Just to confirm, it would be Pep for the last 2 games, and I'm just going to throw it in for the Champions League final as well.
Mikel Arteta's my guy. Loyalty means everything to me. I wouldn't change Mikel Arteta for the world. Now, if I remove my emotion and the fact that he's been here, it's Pep Guardiola. He's arguably the best manager that's ever managed in England, give or take, with my guy, Arsene Wenger and Sir Alex Ferguson. So if you're talking the Champions League final, of course I would go for Pep. It's like if you could bring this magical player that's twice the ability of Bukayo Saka, as much as I love him, why would I not want improvements at this football club? So Yeah, man, I wouldn't swap Mikel Arteta for anything, but yeah, man.
I hated this section so much.
Why?
It's just gotten so reasonable with him. I just have nothing that I can give him.
I tried to tell you.
I'm like digging in my brain, sitting here being quiet. I've got producer in my ear, and I'm like, I can't go for him.
This is why he shouldn't be controlled by hate,
We can't rattle him anymore.
We
We can't.
So he would do all
it's
that
doing my
work.
head
He's
in.
been with you all that time, Arteta, and then just for 2 games you dash him out.
I literally said loyalty means everything to me. I would keep Mikel Arteta. If I remove my emotions and the journey we've been on, why would I not swap anybody for Pep Guardiola?
Why are you
He's the
shaking
biggest
your
in the
head?
land.
What, he's
the biggest in the land.
Because he's being honest. Like,
He's the biggest in the land, bro.
I get it. You're clip farming. You're trying to get.
They've been practicing this in the mirror, man.
If I asked you about in 2019, would you swap Pochettino for the Champions League final? Yes, you would.
You'd be a fool, wouldn't you?
Yes, you would.
I wouldn't have swapped Pochettino.
2 games though.
You wouldn't swap Pochettino Champions League final for Pep Guardiola?
It's Pep Guardiola.
I wouldn't have. You know how much I love
The big
Pochettino.
bad bully in England that's done 3 peats and this and that and 100 points and revolutionised football anywhere it's gone. It's Pep Guardiola. It's not even personal to Mikel Arteta. It's just, it is Pep Guardiola, bro.
This is the most measured chat that we've ever had with CJ on this panel, and I don't know. I feel like
I'm always measured. It's you not quite hate on us no more.
I feel like I'm Boromir in Fellowship of the Ring, and I've just taken the arrows and I've just given up. That's the thing. But listen, good luck to Arsenal. Good luck to Spurs. Whatever may happen, up the Burnley. Hopefully,
Dead that.
Praying.
About the Championship. quickly.
Praying. Little Championship preview with Abbie.
Very much be in this next year. Spygate has taken over the nation this week,
Madness.
hasn't it? Player final could be delayed because of it. By the way, like, what's your view on Spygate?
Madness. I mean, initially I thought it was funny, but then I thought about it. It's like,
It's hilarious.
It's hilarious, but the integrity is called into question. Southampton arguably are a club that no one's got a problem with, but give or take with the scenes against Middlesbrough and the Spygate, they're becoming public enemy number one. Like, for me, they should be thrown out. If I'm completely
They
honest,
should be kicked
they should be
out.
thrown out. Why are you there spying? Like, what? Honestly, you couldn't have got a drone, and you've sent an intern as well. You sent a rookie to go do it. Like, shameless. Like,
shameless.
has the guy even got a pass to get into Southampton's HQ?
Yeah.
I do find it funny, but I mean, come on, like,
The
come
image.
on. And even the centre half, he's doing the binocular celebration.
That
like,
is jokes.
It's shameless. It's funny, but like the
good
game's
fun.
gone.
It's
Like,
good banter.
this is horrible.
The image of the kid next to a tree, AirPod in with his phone, wearing boot cuts.
And I'm sorry, what's going on with Middlesbrough
couldn't-
security team as well?
Yeah.
Like,
You couldn't even
nobody.
put him in a ghillie suit, for God's sake.
How's he got the accreditation for that?
How did they even plan that?
It's nonsense. And also, like you said, they went from the media darlings, EFL darlings.
No one ain't had a problem
when
with
they beat you. From that to where they're at right now, they are literally the villains of the piece.
Even the manager.
But you know what I respect? I do respect a little bit embracing the hate. Because right now, if you're
100%.
if you're a Southampton fan, you can't do anything about this. You didn't cheat.
No.
So you might as well embrace it. Embrace the darkness. But yeah, I agree with you. Like, they got to be kicked out. Because
no integrity.
there's now a precedent set.
I think that's